All right, so if you are watching this video, that means we're about to start painting. Exciting! I should have the 3 primary colors all set up for you when we get started. But in case you are, sorry, let me move back a little bit. In case you are painting at a later date, all the paint that we're going to use lives in the acrylic, unless we're using watercolor or tempera. But acrylic paint, there's more colors. But when you are in VA Comp and you are learning how to mix your colors, you're going to be using the 3 primary colors, which we should have talked about up until this point. Let me show you how to get set up. So this is a paint palette. I've already put my name on it using masking tape. And these can live right here on the counter as we're working, but you want to get one of these. They live in this cabinet here, up here at the top. And the way they work is there's a little sponge in here. You want to get this wet. So it will probably be all dried out when you get it. Get it wet. And you don't want to come over there with it so soaking. You just want to squeeze out the excess. Put that on your palette. And then these little papers live in that same cabinet. They're up here. And if there aren't any up there, let me know. I'll grate some. Take your paper and put it on your palette. This is what you're mixing your color on. You're not mixing your colors on the sponge. The sponges are reusable. We are very earth friendly here. And when you get your paint, you don't need a huge puddle of paint. That's just ridiculous. So already kind of started here. Just like a little bit. Come on, baby. Just like a little bit. The classes here are very short. You don't need that much paint. You're just not going to use it all, okay? So, and these, again, these palettes are, they have a lid and they will keep your paint wet. So if you mixed up a certain color and you want to keep it, these are great. Otherwise, you can use anything up here. All of these plastic containers, I save different things that I've, maybe food that I've gotten or lids to something. I'm like, oh, that'd be a great place to mix paint. I also have these. These are really easy to clean, and they should be put back just as clean as you got it. So there shouldn't be paint all over them. Like you can see some of these before I got here were not cleaned very well. This is the color of this palette. It's like a beige color. All of that paint has been dried and it's completely ruined them. But any kind of little container I put up here, you're welcome to use. Just make sure you clean it before you put it back. And the brushes are here. That's where the brushes live. And you'll need a paint rag. This is so when you kind of rinse off your brush between colors, you have something to wipe it off on. And, oh, and you'll need something for water. So any of these containers, you can come over here and get water in them before you start painting. You don't need to fill it all the way up. In fact, I recommend that you don't, because it's just, if you happen to knock it over, it's just not necessary. Plus it's sparks. And then you're ready to start painting. Make sure that you get a piece of masking tape and put your name on your palette. Again, I just stack them up here on the counter in between, and you guys can keep them there until you come back to class the next day. All right, the next video, I'll show you guys how to clean out your brushes.